Expresso Youth Sport, brought to you by Deep Heat. Warms pain away.
School is out for many of the nation's matrics, who will now become hermits as they study for their final exams starting in a couple of weeks. Having said that though, the action continues on the sport front, with some exciting sevens action, as well as a host of derbies out on the cricket oval. The Premier Sevens tournament in South Africa moves to Hoërskool Monument this weekend as the boys from Transvaal continue to strive to be named the best school in the land. Some of the schools participating in this weekend's tournament are St. Stithians, Randburg High, Krugersdorp High, Hoërskool Gaasfontein and Hoërskool Waterkloof. In the last sevens tournament held out at Monument, the home school reached the cup final and defeated Menlo Park by 29 points to 17. However, with Gaasfontein hitting their straps in the latter stages of the season, we are sure this will make for an interesting weekend. Gaasfontein have recorded cup victories in the last two events, with the first coming in their home tournament. With the Blitzbokker on a break until the next installment of the World Sevens Series out in Dubai next month, we suggest that Paul Trieu and the selectors keep their eyes locked on Monument for the next stars in SA Sevens rugby. Now for some derby-filled cricket action. This weekend there are a host of fixtures taking place all across the country. Out in the Zulu Kingdom, Clifton School will host St. Charles tomorrow, whilst Westville welcome a young Hilton College to their home ground. Hilton, who were impressive in the St. David's 2020, as well as the Michaelmas Cricket Week, will look to their star bowler Lungi Ngidi to topple the Westville batting order. Down in the Western Cape, some traditional rivals lock horns once again when Wynberg boys take on Rondebosch Boys High, and South African college schools welcome Bishops to their mountain-esque grounds tomorrow. Out in the Boerland, traditional rugby rivals Paul Roos Gymnasium and Paul Boys High will swap their boots for bats and continue what is one of the greatest rivalries in South African school sports when they meet tomorrow morning. But in our matchup of the weekend, Afrikaanse Hoër Seun will take on the very dangerous Grey College from Bloem. Affies, who have been widely recognised as the country's best cricketing side, will once again look to their impressive batting to win this encounter. However, defeating Grey Bloem will not be an easy task, as this team has a host of batting talent in their starting 11. Both teams went through the Michaelmas Cricket Week unbeaten with devastating prowess throughout. Danger batsmen for Grey, Hanko Olafia and Christian Steyn, will have to be at their absolute best on the day if they wish to post a respectable total against these hosts. Even with doing so, Affies have the most talked about player this season so far, Drian Bruwe. More than his powerful hitting, the Affies opening batsman has been consistent across the board, regularly scoring 50s and guiding his team to victory. The last time these two teams met was at the St. David's 2020 festival last month, where Affies won by a narrow 3 runs. We are sure this encounter will have the same amount of nail-biting action. So get out to your respective areas and watch the future of our country's sporting excellence in action.